Could you talk more about and this is like these pauses are fine because like every time I'm talking, I'm gonna just cut it out.
Right.
It's gonna be like choppy.
Okay.
It's gonna be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, could you talk about like your early life and like family life in South Boston?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
It was a well-knit community. We grew up, in a small town. It was a lot of young people in our community. We basically did what kids do on a daily basis. We'd go out and play softball, basketball. We did a lot of community stuff, as far as getting together. We picked berries, a lot of stuff that was going on in gardening. Our parents was basically farmers for the most part. They worked in tobacco, they worked in different type of industrial type things. But as far as me growing up, basically, it was church on Sundays and during the week, we had services. The kids just had fun. We had public, swimming pools. We would go to the pool and all of that stuff. But basically, just having a good time, as a kid, trying to stay out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. And were you how many siblings did you have?
I have 5 brothers and 1 sister. I am the youngest of the 6. Everybody that graduated from high school in my family, they went up north. So I'm actually the only one in North Carolina. So that's one of the downfalls, is not having any family in North Carolina. So whenever I have to travel or visit, I have to go up north to see my family. But everybody is either in Virginia or they went northern Virginia. I'm the baby of the family.
Mm-hmm. Had you been to Durham like any time when you used to live in South Boston?
No? I was strictly Virginia guy. Never came to North Carolina until it was time for a job transfer. So that was just leap of faith that I took, as far as trying to promote my career. So I decided to come to North Carolina.
How has your experience, like, how has the transit, like, the difference, what have been, like, the pros and cons of working for the Postal Service as opposed to, like, being a shoe salesman?
Basically, as a shoe salesman and being the manager of your own store, you had more control, of making decisions. Even though you did have, a district manager, you were able to make daily decisions on the operation of the store. With the Postal Service, there's a little bit more control. It's a government, operated business, so you just have to abide by, most of their rules and regulations. And it's a little bit more structured than it is working for a private shoe company.
Okay. You're the only one in North Carolina, right?
I'm the only one, yes.
How has that been? Like, how has you being the only one of your family in North Carolina been? Like, in terms of, like, seeing family and stuff? Do you see family a lot?
I don't see family a lot. Being in, customer service, you're working morning, noon, and night. Usually holidays is when I get to travel to see my family. Or, if they come to visit me for a weekend, or just to come for a week, vacation or whatever, to see each other.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's just me. And we use, communication as far as cell phone and stuff like that. But I'm used to here.
Do you work like a lot of hours at the post office?
Yes. Yes. You have to make sure that, the operation is being complete, so you have to make sure that you stand on top of all your information and stuff, yes.
And with working like there for 30 years, all those long hours, do you ever get tired of it? Or
you actually get used to it. It's got its pros and cons. You get used to it. Once you get your team the way that you wanted them to function, you're able to, slip away and do things that you need to do. But for the most part, you get used to it. You get used to the hours.
Is there anything else you want to add? Just like any information you want the viewers to know, or like fun facts? I don't know.
Not really. Just enjoy life. Just make sure that you're doing what you like to do. Your passion. Coming up as a young individual, there's different opportunities that you have. You want to decide which one is the best. You may choose the wrong one, but then again, you may choose the right one. But you never know what that opportunity is. So you just got to take a chance, you know, leap of faith and go for it. You know, just go for your good.
Hey, that was a good ending.